Let me see. We have, let's, before we go to the phones, we got a guy from Miami on the phone. Grab audio soundbite number 3, because he's calling about this. Last night in Rochester, New Hampshire, Q&A, unidentified audience member and Trump had this exchange.
Okay, we have a problem in this country. It's called Muslims. We know our current president is one. Right. You know he's not even an American.
We need this
birth
question.
certificate, man. But anyway, we have training camps growing where they want to kill us. That's my question.
We're going to be looking at a lot of different things. And, you know, a lot of people are saying that, and a lot of people are saying that bad things are happening out there. We're going to be looking at that and plenty of other things.
Okay, so now there is a cacophony all across the American media because Trump did not correct the guy. He did not protect Obama, didn't shield Obama, didn't correct the guy. And very, very upset about this. Let's go back and listen how McCain dealt with something like this. Let's go back October 10th, 2008. This was in Lakeville, Minnesota.
I got to ask you a question. I do not I can't trust Obama. I have read about him, and he's an Arab. He is not. No?
No, ma'am. He's a decent family man.
Right. He's a decent family man. In fact, he'd be smarter to vote for him than to vote for me. He's a decent guy. Yeah. So that's how we do it. That's how we seek the approval of the drive-by media. And they loved McCain for that. Last night, CNN Anderson Cooper 360, after playing a clip of that exchange between Trump and the realist and the campaign rally guy you just heard, Anderson Cooper weighed in.
He could have at that point said, you know what? Muslims in America are not the problem. You know, by and large, the Muslim population in America is well assimilated and are Americans just like anybody else. We're supporting Muslim regimes around the world. We have our soldiers and Marines who have fought and died to help Muslims around the world. He could have said all of that, and I'm imagining he wishes he probably said that.
Same show, David Rodham Gergen was on. Anderson Cooper said, David Rodham Gergen, is it the responsibility of a leader like Trump to actually say something like that when one of their stupid supporters pipes up?
It's the responsibility of a leader to push back against prejudice. That question was heavily laden with prejudice. Anderson, the presidency of the United States is not only the most powerful position in the world, but it also carries with it a certain moral responsibility toward the health of a society. And if you're going to be a serious candidate for president, you've got to step up to that responsibility.
Christie stepped up on the Today Show today, interviewed by Matt Lauer. Question, does Mr. Trump need to apologize to the president and to the Muslims out there?
He's got to decide what he wants to do for himself, but I would just tell you that if somebody at one of my town hall meetings said something like that, I would correct them and say, no, the president's a Christian and he was born in this country. Those two things are self-evident, and I wouldn't have permitted that. If someone brought that up at a town hall meeting of mine, I would have said, no, listen, before we answer, let's clear some things up for the rest of the audience. And I think you have an obligation as a leader to do that.